Yo, yo, yo. Let's see. I'm gonna first do an audio check, as usual. As usual. Come on, Twitch. I believe. I believe you can do it. So I'm gonna quit out of sync thing as well. It causes performance problems sometimes. And why is Twitch not loading my stream? Please? Alright, there we go. Now I can see the stream. And also hear the stream. Alright, there we go. Everything seems to be fine. And we will keep up the tradition. Hold on, let me see if I can do this in a non-scuffed way. Yeah. Let's go. We have the video of the last stream. Where do we look? Oh, there we look at the stuff. There we go. Is scuffed? Wait, I still have the end screen visible. There we go. Now it's not visible anymore. I open the stream. And here we have the train. I'm gonna just let it play out a bit. We can find the moment where we have everything on screen. It's so chaotic, actually. Yeah, the cursor spin. Let's go. We have quite a few layers. Quite a few. Is this the max amount? I guess it is. I don't think there's gonna be any more. Oh, actually, no. There were some opened. Oh yeah, there we go. There are a few. Yeah, that was all the layers. That's fun. Let me go here. Do this. Go here. Also, I got a King Lady Discord. I kind of forgot about that. There we go. Stream notif has been sent out. Dash code. So I hit the chat accidentally. That's awesome. I meant to hide this earlier, but I hid the chat instead. Anyway. Yeah, that was the last stream, and now this is the stream. I'm gonna check off the screen that I have re-encoded the last episode. Last stream. 0201, 0201, yep, it exists. Good. Alright. This is actually an outdated to-do. I've written something in my own notes. Let me just copy that here. I'm gonna get a new text file. So I don't want to bring my general notes on stream, but I can just paste this thing up. Let me see. Paste this in. Ooh, it doesn't do line wrapping. Oh no, does it do it for code as well? I guess it would. Oh, it doesn't. But if I toggle wrapping, yeah, then it does it. All right. But I don't want wrapping here, but I do want wrapping here. Oh, okay, so it separately does it for text and code, I guess. Oh, no, it's separately for each open file. Alright. Let me just close everything. I'm gonna have the notes open. Oh yeah, toggle the line wrap. There we go. That's good. Hello, Grok. What is a quantum sokoban like? That's what I'm trying to figure out, actually. I don't know exactly yet, but basically the idea is that I'm just gonna illustrate this actually. Classic GIMP. There we go. So basically, we have the player, and then whenever, well, I mean, this could be any object, right? Um, we have some object, and whenever there's a random chance event of, let's say, there's like a tile that can either move this box left or right? It's like 50-50 whether it moves left or right. So when it's pushed onto that tile, right, it doesn't. There's not the case that we have one world where it either went left or right. We're gonna have two worlds exist at the same time, where in one of the worlds it went to the left, and in one of the worlds it went to the right? And when you have your player character, you're gonna control the player in every single one of these split worlds at the same time, right? So the challenge is not solving just one sokoban puzzle, it's solving every single possible state of the sokoban puzzle at the same time, right? That's the idea. And I do have to credit uh this video. I don't know, honestly. I have not played that many sokoban games myself either. I don't think random tiles are like because they're puzzles, right? I mean, even here, it's not like they're random. It's they're splitting the world. But if I'm thinking in terms of quantum, then it makes sense that a random chance would split the world, you know? Um yeah, but this and this. Well, have you seen the newer one as well? This is the inspiration, right? Basically, like in this video, Muchsnack uh figures out a list of inputs that beat Pokemon Platinum every single time, and in this video, you know how you beat Fire almost every single time. There's like a slight chance the run fails at the very start, because of like a speed tie with a fidget. I don't remember the Pokemon name. Forgive me. Anyway, but yeah. Well, yeah. I guess so. Yeah, it like puts the world into a superposition. True. Yeah. It like splits the world. Here's one world. Here's another. And yeah, true. I don't know why I haven't used the word superposition myself. That's true though. That is the correct term. And I have been thinking like, okay, how do I actually code this? Right? Because I don't want to limit myself into just having two worlds at the same time. Ideally, I should be able to have thousands of superpositions of like or like separate states of the world or whatever, and just have it work without the computer chugging, right? It should be performant, and it should just work. After I figure that out, I also have to figure out how do I visualize this to the player so it's clear. That's gonna be another challenge. But yeah, this so I was thinking about the how to split everything, and then last night I was talking with a friend, a flower, and they came up with the idea that every object just has a list of dimensions they're in, or like dimensions, superpositions, whatever. I'm calling them dimensions, right? So this could be in like all of these dimensions, and then whenever a thing is trying to move into a grid position, it's going to ask the game system, okay, is there anything in this position? And let's say there's like an object with only the dimension 2 set. Is there anything in this position that inhabits dimension 2? Right? If there is, then the system just returns the object, and it's like, okay, here's this thing. And let's say there's a player here who's only on dimension 2, right? Then what it's going to result in, it's going to result in a new box here that inhabits only dimension 2, because it got pushed in dimension 2. And then this box no longer residing in dimension 2, right? And then also the player would be here, and the player has dimension 2. And I think this is good. Like, this system should just work. So the goal for the stream is to implement the system and get a prototype going. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But what have you been up to, Grok, actually? And also, actually, I really want to ask about the VTuber software. How's that going? It's still on pause, or? I... Damn, you had to drop the seamless. Damn. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's hope. There's hope, but we'll see what happens to seamless. But yeah. Also, knowing my memory, it's like you could have released the VTuber software, told me about it 2 times, and I'm like asking you, hey, what's the status on that? I could totally see me forgetting that. Actually, no. If you released it, I think I would remember. That would be a major enough thing that I would remember. I think so. Aye, aye. Anyway, uh, what am I doing? I'm just looking at the script. Brain not going anywhere. So, all right. So we don't have this. Before the system, I was thinking of doing like a tree structure where we have, whenever the world branches, we just create like a branch and whatever. But that was a stinky idea, really bad. This idea is way better. Let's see. So I kind of want to do this via inheritance, so everything is just super easy. So I think I'll make the base script that everything will inherit now. Everything is going to be a character body 2D. At least I think so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you planning on keeping it on the old versions? I mean, I would guess so. It seems, at least from what I remember, it seems like a nightmare to port to 4.0 or like 4.x or whatever. Oh wait, are you actually porting it? Yeah, I don't know. It is how would I say? It's a very again, from what I remember, it's a very impressive project. Like just in terms of the technical stuff that you've done. like getting everything. Just it's great. I really wish to see it be complete someday. Actually, do I even need a character body 2D? Like, okay. The thing is, the player needs to collide with the like map geometry, and I don't really want to roll my own 2D geometry for no reason. Um, like I just want to use the tile map. But I guess instead of having this be a character body, or this is the player. Instead of having the player be a character body, I could just ask the main system, is there a thing here? And then it just tells it the thing, oh yeah, there's a wall there, by the way. I think that's fair enough. So this is gonna be and everything could just be a bare node 2D, and all the behavior is handled by the main script for like moving around. So I don't have to mess around with that. Oh, nice. Small scope game project with 4 people. Are there any details you can share about that? Also, I need to check how loud that like knuckle crack was to the mic later. I'm gonna have to try and remember. I'm gonna screenshot the time on the clock, so I'll have an easier time finding this moment later. Anyway. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. It's let me think. Yeah, I have one project that's not a solo project at the moment, and it's like a Undertale fan game thing. And yeah, I don't know. I still, how would I say? I haven't figured out how I really want to work in teams yet, or then I haven't found the right team yet. I don't think. Um, we'll see though. I think, like, for the fan game project, I think the biggest challenge is that like there's a whole bunch of people doing their own thing. Like this is not the problem. It's like a decent sized team. I don't actually even know how many people are on it. There's like 2 programmers, so me and someone else, and that someone else is just not active. And it's like not at this at them, like I haven't been active recently either because of school. But it's hard to collaborate with someone who's not there. Um, at least like not consistently. Or like I can ask a question and then it just goes like a few weeks and there's nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should just keep at it and like ask more often. But so yeah, it's I but I do like when there is a collab situation and people are active, it's so much fun actually. Like there was Cake Stacker recently. Um, where do we have it? We have this here. Um, this this little game. 4-person team, and it was I don't know how much interaction there was between the team members really. I don't actually let me think. It was mainly just everyone like communicated with me. So I don't know. It was an experience. I was definitely like driving force behind the project. It would be interesting. Like, I would want to be in a collab project where I'm not the leader. I still have yet to. Well, actually, no. The Undertale project right now is that, but I'm leading the code anyway. It's just constantly whenever I'm in a collab situation, I just become the lead. It's just my curse every time. Anyway, um, what? Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wonder what would happen if we collabed on something. Who who would become the lead? What is the outcome? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know. I've also started embracing it recently. Because the times that I've tried to avoid being the lead, that nothing happens, and that's like even more frustrating. I don't know. It's like nobody wants to be the lead. That's my experience. Okay, so everything is out no 2D because they do need a position. So this is just what do I call this? Could be a thing that can be split. I also call it an actor. Whatever. Name doesn't matter that much. And we are gonna need hmm, entangled properties, I think. So we're gonna have an array of things that can be entangled or like split. Hmm. I'll call it splits. Actually, no, entangled is fine. Anyway. I'll have it like that. And by default, we have the position be an entangled thing. And actually, the global position. If that. Actually, do we even need anything else? I might be able to get away with just this for now, and just make a. On. I could just make a theme with the quantum actor thingy, and just give things different sprites. Then I can move to writing the main script, which I also need to refactor. This is like amalgamation of old things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking a couple of years ago. I'm like trying to think. Have I think I'm definitely still opinionated, but I think I have more fun appreciation for how much I don't know. Um, how would I say it? Like before, I would have when like talking about like Rust versus C or C++, I would just say it's like, of course you want memory safety. And now it's more like to be, I think the industry as a whole should move towards memory safe stuff for like operating systems and shit like that. It's like, bro, please, like, can we really not make software secure? Memory safety is just the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, what to say? I just think I'm better at communicating now, I guess. Actually, really good question. I don't know. Anyway, but I think it's fine to, have opinions, even strong opinions, as long as you're willing to talk about them, right? And talk about them in a civil manner. I think that's the like line. If you just have strong opinions and you're not willing to talk about them at all or like challenge those ideas, then it's like oof, oof, right? But if you're willing to talk and not just talk, but actually consider the other side, then I think it's fine. And I've definitely had an experience about that in the Undertale fan game project already. It's like sometimes it can be hard to listen to other people when you think you have a very, very good idea about how something should work. But it is still possible. Anyway. So, let's just start from the top. Are we gonna have signals for move inputs? Probably not. I think. So how the play worked in the past is that we would connect the player to a signal. Which that's still fine, right? So this is outdated. We could just connect to the signal and do everything that way. Do I care about the order in which things execute? Assuming the player is the only thing that moves? No. So I should never have a state where two things try to act on an object at the same time. I think I'll just guarantee that through design so I don't have to think about it in terms of code. And what I mean by that is, like, if I have a, how would I say? If I have a thing here that, like, looks this direction and this does something, and then I have another thing here that looks this direction and does something, like, to this tile, I should never have a situation where two objects are trying to compete with each other to do a thing. Well, I guess I'm making a quantum sokoban. If I have a thing, I just split the world. Lamau. That. Well, that's the solution to that problem. I just have to recognize situations where things are trying to act on the same thing at once. So basically, race conditions are random chance. I will think about how to implement that at some point. Okay. Um. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. right now I have also about like the collab thing. I just have too much going on right now. I don't know how busy you are with your own stuff, but I can certainly say that I can't have any more on my plate right now. Just too much. Too much already. Anyway, we're gonna have to somehow communicate with the main script. We just do a group. I think that would be simple enough. Actually, what do I hate when a project gets to this state where there's like stuff that I don't need and some stuff that I need. And there's like constant mental workload of like, okay, do I still need this thing or is it noise? No, I'm gonna do a group. I can't decide anything. Globals, groups. Also, I don't need this anymore. There we go, quantum actor. That's the global group now. There we go. We're in a group and we have this. We don't really need anything else here in the base scene. And now, what do you think? I think I don't even need the main script to do this thing where we pipe the input to the player. I think the player can listen to the input on their own. Actually, no, if we have undo redo, that's not true. We do want to pipe from here, I think. And undo redo could be for later, I guess. Yeah, I should just not concern myself with that right now. Okay, let's just simplify. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to think about future problems right now and solve them instead of solving what's in front of me. I need to remember that that's always bad. We don't need this. We don't need this. Have this, and then fair. Also, actually, have you seen the what my ray tracing stuff is up to? This is slightly off topic, but I do want to show this. What's the state of the code? Oh, it actually opens up fast as well. I forgot. But yeah, this is we have the voxels, we can modify the world. You know, everything kind of works. And I can display the octants. Nice little debug visual. It's not perfect. Like, the grid isn't rendered perfectly. I still have to fix that. But this is debug, you know, who cares? Funny that you mentioned the fisheye. It's me doing camera projection badly. It's like in every position, I take the screen UV coordinates and I turn the ray by a certain amount, decided by the UV coordinates. I have to fix the fisheye still to do proper like camera projection. And then I can teleport. Oh, I can actually see the console output there. Nice. Actually go to 2000. And I can... Oh wait, did not place anything. Why not? I just mistyped it poorly. Before I had this problem where if I placed the voxel in like a huge empty area, it would take a really long time to like place it because I was generating the branches in a really inefficient way. But now it's like instant, which is really good. And the next thing for this project actually is that I shouldn't be placing down singular voxels. I should be placing down like an 8x8x8 area, which is going to be a block. And then I'm going to need to define some blocks, and then I can start building and then refine the physics and start actually making some parkour gameplay. And at some point, I'm going to run into some performance issues, I'm pretty sure. I've tried to make everything like good enough, but you know how it is. And yeah, but I mean, I'm at the stage where I would be solving problems that I don't have. Like right now, I don't have problems with the performance because I don't have much going on. So I need to start building more so I get the problems so I can solve the problems. But yeah, it's fun stuff. We have... Yeah, actually, I should update the page for that because I do have a thing here that's like... I also love the idea of like making a page for our project. So that like whenever I want to show the project to someone like on Discord or something, I don't have to write everything from scratch. I don't have to find all the screenshots. I can just link them this page. And then it's just like, oh, this is what I'm working on. I just have to sometime remember to update this when I get more stuff going. Yeah, it's great. Right, so now we need to get everything in that certain position. Don't change this to be a vector to I instead. Actually, I'm gonna do same difference. And oh, we are gonna need we're gonna need this. Actor don't. Ooh. It's gonna be like loops within loops. I think the position check is gonna be cheaper, actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna do actor dot. This, and then oh yeah, we're gonna have I'm gonna actually leave that the main script. Okay, I'm just gonna compare the positions. Alright, so now we need to know if the actor has any of these dimension integers. So all of this nested if state badness, we just return the actor at the end here. And actually, we are not gonna have only one. I just realized. I'm gonna check out the link in a second. We're gonna have this and next you want to just break from here. We're gonna break this for loop. And then we return to this for loop. That's good. This is the fucking nesting. It's amazing. Anyway. Also, I'm gonna make this a guard gate instead. Just so it's a bit less nested. If the position is incorrect, we continue. And then, this is like a lot easier to read already, actually. And then at the very end, return this. It might be empty, but we don't care. It can be happily empty. Oh, I need to enable JavaScript. JavaScript is needed. Uh-huh. I don't know if I saw height modification. Yeah, there's height modification. There's painting. Okay, okay. Fair. I like the little gradient guys moving around. Not much there yet, but it'll be interesting to see what this turns into. I don't think the height modification or painting is like that hard to implement. Yeah. It's cool to see what it's turning into. I don't know how to word this. Like even if the things that are not implemented like I'm even if the things implemented are not necessarily like technical, it still gives me a very like good look at what you're gonna do, right? Yeah. I get that. But it's still like even if you only described everything that you just showed me in the video, it would still be interesting because I want to know what direction the project is heading, right? So it's interesting because of that. At least that's how I see it. Anyway. So we are gonna have some amount of objects, an unknown quantity in each position. And we don't need to keep track, we just have the group. This might be bad for performance, who cares? We just do that. We just do it, we iterate through everything. This is gonna be optimized later. It's fine. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have animations now. We're gonna do that later. I need this. It feels so good to just delete everything. Because I have it all committed anyway. This is why I like version control. Also, there's a whole bunch of anyway ASD. I typed sad instead of ASD. Anyway, that's the sad commit now. Mhm. Okay. This. I guess I should have a default push function for an actor. I think that's basically everything is going to move. It's not even it's not even a push function, it's a move function. Like, I'm trying to move into this position, and if there's something in the way, split into multiple. Like, that's a very, very basic functionality that basically everything's going to have. And if something's static, then we're just not gonna move it. That can still have the function. Also, I've fallen in love with asserts. I'm a certified asserter. It's so nice. Yeah. It's like, but also I don't understand when people don't do asserts. It slightly triggers me when I like if I'm like helping someone in the good old voice. I'm like, hey, you could make an assert here, and they just don't. I'm like, I don't want to keep pushing it, but it's like, why not? It's like you have a thing you assume is always true. It's like, yeah, the logic checks out. It's always true. Then just put an assert there. It's not gonna hurt you, right? This is always true. But if you're wrong, then you will instantly know that you were wrong. It's so valuable. Yeah. Anyway, we want to move. So we have our current position. So I know I don't have to use the self dot prefix. But whenever I'm doing whenever I'm accessing anything that's Godot built in, I just do it. It's just way more clear to me that this is a Godot thing. I wish it was enforced by the engine. Not like, I'm not saying it should be in an update. I wish it was always the way that it was done. Where it's like, yeah, that's my opinion. It's not a, I don't know, it's not a defensible opinion. I just wish it was the way, out of personal preference. So this is going to be a vector too. Oh yeah, I need the dimension list. Alright. Now, we are going to potentially split this object into multiple objects. That's pretty simple. Oh, actually, even if there's... Hold on, I think. Yeah, we don't care about the amount. Well, actually, we do. For every single one, we want to do a thing. Everything to do an early return. Well, actually, we don't even need to return. What we will do is for... We just do this. For every single object that we collided. And, let me think. We're gonna split, and we're gonna modify our occupied dimensions. And then if at the end... Alright. Wait. Tiger beetle style code. I have no idea what tiger beetle style coding is. But it sounds interesting. And also, the talking about the certs, how I talk to you about my programming language plan, like one of my favorite things to talk about. Basically, I want to make my own programming language, said everyone. But basically, I just think there's a lot that you could know about code, like just with static analysis. And if you place some restrictions on the language, like you could have a lot of information and just do like static asserts, basically, and just guarantee a lot of things. And I really like that idea. I'm like thinking to the level of this might be unachievable, but I'm thinking like, okay, if I have a player character, is there a way they can move to this tile and the tile is like out of bounds, right? And you would just statically know enough about the code, like assuming the map data is part of the code, right? You would just be able to know, right? Like for 100%, like the code either can or can't reach that state. But if the map data is something that is loaded dynamically from the disk, then yeah, you can't really know that. But it's just having like logical guarantees would be great. For okay, so for every collided object. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like I'm dreaming big, right? It's like I think they're like we have not found the perfect programming language yet, right? We just haven't. And there's a lot of room for improvement, right? And if the idea I have in my head would work the way that I think it would, I think it would be like really great. Not just like for me, I think it would actually just be great. I don't know if it will work, right? Like, what is the chance that I have the fucking. Well, I mean, not even the best idea. What is the chance that I have a like working good idea in my head? that people will like and use. It's like low. But if you never try, you never, you're not gonna achieve anything. It's like the same way with making games. Like, what is the chance that I'll make a good game? I don't know, but it's fun to try anyway. Mhm. Okay, so the thing is in the way. So we'll just assume that we collide instead of having some. Yeah, we're just gonna do normal collisions for now. So we are going to have. Well, let me actually think about this. Oh, we only have two states actually. Yeah, we only have to split into two. Yes, we split into two, but we have to figure out which dimensions the two copies will inhabit. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Nim is terrible, but it's like, how would I say? Like, imagine the language you're writing an operating system in is a language where you can logically guarantee there's no exploits, right? It's like, I think that is a very, very like attractive idea. Where it's not like we're moving way beyond memory safety, right? Like, like to think that currently we don't even have memory safety in the languages that we write our most critical systems in, it's crazy. But even if memory safety, you can still have exploits and like whatever privilege escalation and whatever. But just being able to completely not have that or those kinds of issues would be great. I don't know. I just think, yeah. Anyway, it's not even just like one language. Um, CPU rearranging the machine code. Yeah, it's yeah. Don't don't talk to me about this. So the one assumption that I'm doing is that the machine will execute the machine code as intended, right? I mean, if the CPU rearranges it and it executes the same way, then it's like who cares? But like the one assumption is, for example, that RAM works, right? That it remembers the bits as they should be, and that the CPU will, execute the instructions accurately, right? If this doesn't happen, too bad, right? Too bad. But it's like I don't think any language accounts for that anyway currently, right? It's like if your memory corrupts in a Rust language, in a fucking Rust program, then I think it'll just crash eventually. Like, how do you ensure the safety of your memory when like the program is in the memory as well, right? It's that is sounds like a actually impossible problem to solve. Like you could guard against it, but you could never guarantee that it's never going to be a problem. Whereas, overflowing integers, you could guarantee that's never a problem. Like, that's very, very easy. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. No, I have not. I don't know. To me, they sound too technical, and I'm scared to look at them. And yet, I have this idea that I want to try and execute. Anyway. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know. I'm more interested in trying to implement the logic myself more than and it's not even how would I say? I don't know if I would be interested in proving the logic like mathematically to be valid. I'm more just interested in like doing it at all, right? Like just having a language that even attempts to be able to make some kind of logical assertions about the code, right? Because I think it's a very, very unexplored like thing. And if it ends up being like a thing that can be proven formally, then great, but that's like kind of to the side for me. Uh, Also, dimensions for the non-collided copy should be just occupied dimensions for the start. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do this. So if this has it, then we're gonna do should be only one copy of this, and after we erase it, it shouldn't exist. So we're gonna assert this as well. I'm like going overboard with the asserts just for the fun of it because I talked about it earlier. But I think it's actually still good. It's just the performance is worse because of those, but it's fine. Not break, continue. There we go. Also this should be a guard gate. Yes. Yes. But it's still like it's gonna affect the performance in debug. And it's if I have a ton of dimensions, like if I have a big list, then each of these hash calls shouldn't be cheap, right? Because it's gonna iterate through the entire array. But it's only gonna be a problem once I have a lot of them. So it should be fine for now. Anyway, I think that's the logic that I want. If we go through every collided object, for every dimension in every collided object, we see if this array has this dimension. If it doesn't, then we continue. If it does, we erase it from there. This has that. All right. All right, so if this is empty, then it means that in every single dimension, we collided with the thing. Well, so actually, if this is the case, we don't even need to do this. We just need to do nothing. Oh, because it means that, yeah, we'll throw in an assert here, right? We'll throw in an assert. Um, actually, are they guaranteed to be in the same order? They're not. I can't just check for equality. Um, oh, I can check the size, I guess. That's good. Yeah. Um, it's like not quite checking we have the same elements, but it's at least it's something. Mm. And then if we didn't collide with anything, then we just move the thing to the position, right? Say, self to global position equals desired position. Mm. I don't like the fact that the code isn't really self-documenting. I have the right comments, but whatever. Now we get to the interesting part. I need to split. On the player I used to have the split function. I think I'll copy that here so I don't have to write this over and over and over. Give a quantum actor. I have like my nose is being teased by a sneeze. Damn. Unlucky. Unlucky, unlucky. Alright. Like, let's do split. I'm like thinking, I want to do this self. No, it's not a built-in. I have this, and we'll make the split one the non-collided one. And then we say this, and we don't move our cell. I think this logic makes sense. We make a copy. We give it the thing. We make the position. And then bada bam bam bam. And we don't need to do this actually. Um, yeah. Yeah. Those are clean, yeah. Um, this should work. I don't have a way to test it right now, but it should work. Aye, aye. We are gonna extend Quantum Actor. We don't have this. We're not gonna do this either. We don't need this. How did this work? It was just move. It should just work. I guess that's it. We don't have a thing here. But we don't handle the movement logic anywhere. Don't do this. Up, down, left, right. The only correct order for these directions. Up, down, left, right. Then we're gonna need to do... I could have just done... There we go. This shouldn't be here. Don't need these. I will do a checkpoint commit because I've written quite a bit of stuff now. So now we're good. We're at this stage. Everything should work. I don't know if it will work. But we're gonna be able to modify the things. Everything should be good. Also, I kinda want to change this to be just an O2D. Oh, but we do... We're not gonna collide with the walls now. Also, our movement is very small. I really like how the player goes behind the wall. Yeah, we're gonna have to also theory for walls. And walls are gonna be always in every single dimension. They're gonna be static. I think we have actor and then... Yeah, just... Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna make a separate function for curing the wall. I think. And then if we just hit a wall, then we just don't move. And that's a very, very simple thing. And also, I'm gonna move 50 at a time instead of just one. Nice. Now we can move. Let's place a box that doesn't occupy every dimension. And actually, currently, the player doesn't occupy every dimension either. Wait, is this list empty, actually? It is empty. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna also need to write the logic where, like, I don't have any dimensions at all right now. But when a split happens, I'm gonna create a new dimension. Then everything by default should be present in both. Hold on. Okay, so if I have something, if I have a box that's only in dimension 1, and then let's say we're just, so to generate a new dimension, we have a thing here that's going to move left and right, I guess. I move the player who's in dimension 1. We're going to need to create 2 copies. And everything that was in dimension 1 should now also be in dimension 2. So we add the thing here. I think that's all we have to do. So we just iterate through every single object, and if it's in the same dimension, we append the other dimension for it as well. And that's how it works. But if we have some object here that's a part of some third secret dimension, it shouldn't be touched by this, right? Because this thing can't interact with it anyway. Like, we just can't because we're not in the same dimension. So neither of these should be able to interact with this either. And I think that makes sense. I'm going to write it down, perhaps real fast. Mm-hmm. I think this makes sense. For now, I just need to know if this works at all. Gonna have 4 dimensions here. And then make it an export bar. Yes. And I just place an actor here. I have the grid snap already set to the correct values, so it's fine. And we have an actor there. We should probably have a sprite for it. Yo. Alright. Then. Now we should just collide with it normally. No splitting should happen. Hello? The assert failed. Oh, why? What is happening? Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh, the player doesn't have any occupied dimensions. What? It should, though. That's interesting. We do have occupied dimensions. Huh? Wait, is this... Who are you? No, it is the player. Why is it... What? When do I modify this? I'm like, what? Okay, so occupied dimensions is empty. That I just now I've accepted it that it's true, right? Oh, true. The, I don't know how much time the assert just saved me. Um, I don't know how that bug would have come up. Damn. Anyway, yeah, now we just collide with it, and it's fine, and nothing bad happens. I really wonder how long it would have taken me to catch that bug without the assert. Anyway, I I can't get over this. I really just wrote this just for fun. Like, really just for fun. Like, yeah, I was gonna write the assert, haha. But it ended up actually being valuable. Anyway, let's make the box not to occupy all the dimensions. We're not gonna occupy 4. Let's just do that for now. Oh, nice. Yes. So now we have one copy, and now I mean, we should also merge when this happens. Like when two objects try to go to the same place, then they should be merged. Yeah, it just works. Like the other copy collides with it and the other doesn't. And at the start, they're both like, actually, let me do this just to confirm everything works. So we have one copy that occupies all the layers, and now I have two copies where one occupies the other layers and one occupies the other. And now I just need merging, and I need the ability to create new dimensions. And then I need pushable blocks. And this is I love this. It's actually great. It's like going suspiciously well. um mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be the um responsibility of the main script to merge objects. And when do we call this? We call it after movement, I guess. Let me think. Mm-hmm. I guess the player can drive the physics for or like the world. What do you think? Actually, this should be a thing on the quantum actor. After we move, um, Oh, actually no, but we should wait for the end of the tick to do this. We shouldn't be merging like in the middle of the tick. Because execution could still be like underway. What do you think? Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, this is okay. It's kind of a potential problem for now, but it's kind of a real problem as well. Like, I will run into this very soon. I'll just do it here after the tick, I think. We'll do it here. So now, everything where the tick has happened. I don't know if that was audible, but I just threw a pillow on the ground so I can stand on the pillow. The tick has happened, and now we want to merge everything. How do we efficiently merge everything? Well, first of all, let's get everything. Yes. We need to know if the things are of the same type. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, fine. For the player, it's gonna be player. There we go. Oh, actually, I could do this with groups. Why am I not doing this with groups? Well, I mean, I can just assert that they're in this group. Yeah. I will do it in another way. Actually, do I? Wait, is this called for this? The ready function here. Yeah, we don't call this on the player. Alright, autocomplete just decided not to work. It's awesome. Yeah, now we actually do the thing. Asserts my beloved. Let's just run it, see if nothing is empty. Good, good, good. And we kind of want to have a list of all the possible things. Fine. I love how these line up on the same line. Anyway, I do this, and what do we do now? We don't want to get all of the actors. They can only merge with the same type. Oh. And then there we go. Two lovely asserts there. And now what do we want to do? We want to probably just make a dictionary with each position. Hold on. So I've thought I merged these. I think I just need a second. I just need to iterate and compare every actor to every actor. Yes. Now I'm comparing every single actor to every single other actor. I think this actually has to be I+1. This oh, you don't know that they are a quantum actor. Now you know. Ooh, this is actually stinky. Actually, it's not that stinky. It's fine. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's fine. Alright. Okay, so they share a dimension. If something is in the same dimension as something else and they share a dimension, it means the objects should be merged. Always. I think so. Uh, yeah, so let's just assume it's true. Okay. Also, I can here. Do that. Yes. Now we've iterated through everything, and now we need to delete objects that are not in any dimension. Actually, we can do it outside of this. Like, we've already handled every single object type, now we just get all the quantum actors. Oh yeah, you don't know that. Uh, you redraw, you free. Be free. Go drink some water. There we go. I have to get some more water soon. But the merging logic should work. It doesn't work. Why? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? Do we call this ever? We probably don't. Or do we? Oh, it is called. Called after every single one. Why are you not merging? Do we even go here? We reach the inner loop. should merge is false. Oh, because they don't share a dimension. But I don't. They don't have to share a dimension. The logic that I wrote probably works, but I don't care about this. Like, this is. If I have two boxes, the only thing that matters is they are in the same position. Why would I need a shared dimension for them? What was I thinking? Sure. Alright. Oh. Okay. How do we get here? Oh. Now it's fine. Now you merge. But if we do this, it's not fine. Okay. Alright. I know what's wrong. Um. So basically the first player moves and then we call the post tick update. So hold on, actually illustrate this. We have a player, we have another player. And this is in dimension 1, this is in dimension 2. The first player moves. So we have both players in this position. And then it calls the post tick update. Right? And merges with this. So we have only one. And we empty the dimensions from the other one, right? And then we queue free. But then the second player hasn't done their movement yet. So they try to do the movement. And then we hit the assert where, oh, we don't have any dimensions. So I need to do a... And then this also, we kind of want to... There we go. Process physics priority is 1. We do indeed want to have this thing that I deleted before. Now... This should work now. Yep, I can move around. We can merge. We can move around. We can merge again. And it kind of just works. Yay! Yay! um... Okay. So now I need something that takes an existing dimension and splits it into 2. Right? Like randomizer thingy. Entangler, if you will. And hold on, let me think. Mm-hmm. They have something that can split the dimensions. And then I need to work out how to visualize this stuff. I love how solid this logic is. But yeah. Yeah. I think the biggest problem is going to be visualizing this somehow. Uh, I do have a plan where I might do multiple viewports, and then I don't know if I can render, like, can I choose which objects to render in each viewport? Maybe? Maybe. Well, I mean, I could do, like, fake viewports where, like, I have an object, and it just... actually, how would I do this? I'll think about it. One thing that I was thinking about is that I could have like a color modulation based on which dimensions things are in. But I don't know. But the basic logic works, which is great. Let me actually place another box. Just to test this a bit further, right? And this is going to be only in dimension 1. You know, we have 3 copies. I can merge any copy. I need to do it this way. Oh yeah, this can't collide with this at all. It can't collide with this. So this is... but it's still... it's fine. It's like already impossible to know what's going on. Just with 3 like different states. It's like what can interact with what? Like how do you know? Uh that's fun though. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Let me look at the notes. I think I'm about to wrap up. So this is for next time. Um this is some interesting plans. I should commit this stuff. Uh that's that. We can actually interact with entangled split objects, and that's great. Logic checks out. And I need the random chance events that split the world. And then I need to work on the visualization. One very simple visualization would be only show things in this layer, right? Or like only show things in these layers or something. Yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna check the raid situation. Are we gonna raid anyone? Also, this didn't want to go to my stream page. It went to the front page of the Twitch site. Alright, we're not gonna raid anyone this time. we are just gonna head out. Also, last time I completely forgot to show this at the end and do the whole outro spiel. It's yeah. Anyway, the stream is at nearpetty.com/stream. I'm most likely gonna stay on Twitch, but who knows what happens. You can find all of the VODs archived on YouTube channel at nearpetty.com/stream/archive. And schedule, I'm live every Saturday at 4 p.m. GMT or 4 a.m. 4 a.m. GMT or 4 a.m. fucking UTC, whatever. UTC, GMT, same difference. Others a time zone, others not. And you can also join the Discord. I'll have to give you a role. I don't want bots joining and like spamming the channels, so I just have a simple role protecting the server that I give to everyone who joins. And that's at nearpetty.com/stream/discord. Join up. I ping every time I stream. So the ping goes to a role they have to opt into as well. But that's about it for this time. I'm gonna probably maybe go eat and then continue working on this off stream. Actually, I do need to rest as well. Well, yeah. I hope you can have a good one. See ya. Bye.